Well, Ian, it's time to learn a new left-hand note. Hopefully you got a lot of good practice in on learning that left-hand B. And today, even though I haven't heard the B songs, I'm going to just trust that they're all fantastic. And I'd like you to turn in your lesson book, first of all, to page 48. We're going to learn the next note just below the B, which is A. Think about going backwards in the alphabet. That top line on the bass clef is the A line. And so in today's songs, you're going to be practicing reading the new note. One of the reasons I like just doing one new note a week at this point is because I really want you to get comfortable of recognizing which note is on which line or which space, and reading that quite a bit before we try to introduce yet another note. So this will give you practice to be reading the A during the songs I'm going to assign for you for this week. So on page 48 in your lesson book, you have the song Rodeo. And you're going to notice, I'll turn the camera around so you can see the music. Up here it shows you where that A is. You could already visualize it when I was telling you about it. But it's going to be that top line. And the nice thing is that you already know the G that's right underneath there. And so by adding this CBA, then you've learned almost all the notes on the left hand on the bass clef right now. So you can see that you're just going to be stepping, and you're going to be stepping down to A. So, oops, CBA. And you know, I'd like you, see those little lines there where you're going to write your starting notes? I'm going to check and see if you did that when you come back. So use a pencil and try to write what your starting notes are. Fortunately, you have a mom there who can help check you if you're not sure. So you're going to work on the rodeo, and you know what we do a lot of times is we look for things that we recognize. Now this one doesn't have a whole lot of matching pattern like from the beginning to the end, but you notice that you've got the stepping down, repeated note, step up. Notice how you have sets of two notes in the right hand, two G's, two F's, two E's. When you get down to the second line, now you're going to be having three of notes. So you're going to have the three C's, the three B's, and here these, hopefully your eyes are saying, oh wait, that's not three A's. You'll have two A's and a B stepping up to that C. But if you do the I work first, you'll have a better chance at reading it right the first time. When you're on that second line, notice that you have just the 3 on G. If you need to use your pencil to connect some of those lines, some of those left hand to right hand notes, go ahead and pencil that in just so that your eyes will be ready to jump down and do that. I'm not going to play it for you because I want to see how your reading skills work, and most of that's just stepping. There's nothing that you should have trouble with. On this side, this is a familiar folk song from Russia. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest problems that students have is if you were here, I would probably be putting boxes around how many of each, because it's 4 of the same note in the first measure and then 2 sets of 2s. And if you use your eyes, you're probably noticing that these measures are going to match these measures. And then these measures match these measures. We have a dotted half note, so notice you'll have a dot there. And so when these are 2 beats here, this one needs to be held 3 beats. This one I'm going to play for you because I think that it might help you to know what I think you're going to say, oh, I've heard that song before, and it might help you to know that you've heard that song before. Sometimes if we have a song in our ear already, it just makes it easier for us to learn. So, and the nice thing about this is I want you to learn it slowly to make sure that you get enough of each one of those sets of 4s and 2s. But it can go, as it says, quickly, and it's a really fun one to work on seeing if you can play it faster and faster. And if your mom is not too busy and she could play the accompaniment part along with you, this is one of the fun duet songs in this book. So this is what it sounds like. hope that you noticed where I made the dynamic change. The whole song is forte until you get to that last echo part, and it needs to be piano. So that's one of the things I'm going to be paying attention to listen for when I hear you do it. So, rodeo and Russian folk song in the lesson book.